Okay, y'all, then we finna get everything started in a little bit, but I do need a favor. I need you guys to flood social media with hashtag #MyAldine. Whoever tweets the most will receive a door prize. So I need for y'all to flood social media with hashtag #MyAldine. And I need one more favor. We are in the city of Houston. And I know we on the north side of the city of Houston, but I need to see who can do the best south side. Where y'all at, Aldine? Davis, y'all too quiet, Davis. Nimitz, where y'all at? Nimitz, Impact, where y'all at?
Texas from the south, and Louisiana from the south, and 10 from the south, Atlanta, Georgia, Georgia, south. On the south side, yeah, the south side, everybody do the south side.
Hold on, DJ Larry, run that back, hold on, run that back. Aldine, get out your seats. This is the 2024 Convocation. Wake them up, Larry.
To the south side, south still, nigga. Not just the south side of H-Town. Gang, baby. Cause Texas from the south, and Louisiana from the south, and Memphis 10 from the south, Atlanta, Georgia from the south. Nationwide doing the south side, yeah, the south side, everybody do the south side, yeah.
Okay, I see you.
And give
Yeah. There you go. There you
DJ
go.
Lil Ro, DJ Lil Ro.
I see you, Lauren Robinson. I see you, Lord. The SEL team is in the building. Yeah.
Tear down the mall with you. You can't even talk to the people. Nah. Room with bosses and shit. I pull up in Rarers and shit. With choppers and Harleys and shit.
Dion, what's going on, Dion?
Yeah. Mine club. Yeah. Hurricane Mafia there. Yeah. Triple homicide. Put me in a chair. Yeah. Triple cross the plug. We do not play fair. Yeah. Got the tennis chains on and they real bling bling. Draco make you do the chicken head like chin chin. Walking Neiman Marcus and I spend a life 50-50. Keep receiver, caution shooters, they be right. Bad, huge face and some nice teeth. 7,500 on the Saint Laurent jacket, yeah. Be careful when you dumping your action. I ain't no sucker, I ain't cuffing no action. The streets raised me, I'm a hoe. I bought a Rari just so I can go faster. Trying to copy me, they plan catch em. I might pull up in a ghost, no catch em. I've been smoking gas and I ain't got no. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah, 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 in my bank account.
We got the Ogden OGs in the building. What's up, Ogden? DJ Laro, they want to hear that Tamia line dance. They want to line dance, DJ Laro. Hit him with that Tamia.
DJ Lil Ro.
What Dr. Watson at? I see you, Dr. Watson. Make sure you flood social media. There we go. They out their seats now, Laro.
I know
Get out y'all seats, man. Y'all know y'all want to do this dance. What's up, Dr. V? I see you, Dr. V.
When I think about you, I think about giving myself to you. 'Cause you know I want you, babe, and I would do anything. I know you're thinking the same thing, babe. So come and get it, yeah. I'm so excited. I can't hide my feelings, get it.
Impact leadership, y'all ain't gonna do the dance, Impact.
Tonight it's all about my baby. I'm feeling for you, get me high. I can't stop you, feel me right. The door, bed or floor. I just want more. I can't get enough of you. What I got in store, it's all of yours. I just want more. I can't get enough of you. Close the door, bed or floor. I want more. I can't get enough of you. What I got in store, it's all of yours. I just want more. I can't get enough of you. When I think about us, I think about the way that we make love, the way that you make me sweat, make me want a cigarette. And I ain't no smoking chick, but you got me wanting it, so don't stop.
Okay, Nimbus cheerleaders. Nimbus cheerleaders on point. Come on, y'all.
Take you to a place you ain't never been. I'm about to handle my business days. Make sure you handle me too.
I see you, Eagles. I see them Eagles.
I can't get enough, baby. I just want more. I can't get enough of you. Oh, baby. I just want more. I can't get enough of you. Yeah. I just want more. 'Cause I can't get enough of you. Who's gonna be first to yell out? I know
The Rockets back here doing it. Come on, Rockets. Come on, Ogden. I see Ogden. I see Ogden. Let me get this on camera. I see you, Ogden. Yeah. 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 Okay, now they're getting out their seats. The house packed now. The house is packed now. Okay, Aldine. Yeah.
I want to tell you about this girl with a pretty face. But she had some ugly ways. Come on.
Where's Dunn Elementary? What Dunn at? What Principal Holmes at? Welcome to the 2024-25 Aldine ISD. Welcome back, Convocation. We are so happy to have you here and hope you enjoy today's presentation, which will begin in approximately 15 minutes. Please find your designated area and start taking your seats.
Let's get ready to rumble!
DJ Lil, you know what it is. Keep it spinning, boy.
Let's go. DJ Lil checking in. What's up, Aldine?
Diamonds on me dancing. Pink ring full of crystals, baby.
Shout out Harris Elementary. 448 Zone.
You know I'm that.
Who else we got in here today?
Piece on bling, blow, neck piece on blizzard.
I say.
I throw some ones, baby. You do that dance on me, baby. I throw 1,000 more, keep shaking that ass on me, baby. Young go round with her. Yeah. Young nigga round 50,000 cash on me. Hopping out a black truck, off white fit. It took a lot of grinding just to talk this shit. Re-up on some, I gotta get off of these. Pockets full of, I'm starting to walk like a chicken. Speed limit 25, got caught doing 60. 1,500 up.
What's up, Ike High School?
Just to kick it.
Eisenhower.
Babe, I feel myself.
Look, this for y'all.
Myself.
What you represent? Yes, sir. Football season coming up. New stadium. Yeah.
You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Screaming last night when I pulled off the lot. That's done. Right from my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow.
Think it's a game.
Walked in 30,000 in my pocket, had them just like ooh. $50,000 on you, wanna fuck me, gotta scream it like ooh. Cause I got a check, wanna flip, I ain't got a flip, but I got it. Get that on some mix, she gon' wanna sit every in the set. Now she screaming like ooh. How much you make? Make $2 million off of me, tell you and I'm like ooh. They try to drop me with a case, but you know I had to say it.
Hey, look like money, talk like money, yeah, smell like money, like blue honey. Hey, when we feel me, come here, baby, stop running. Hey, I'm just a hood nigga. What up?
Aldine ISD, I say.
Look like money,
And plus we.
talk like money, smell like money, like blue honey. Hey,
Shout out to all the principals, all the teachers. We love
just a
y'all.
hood nigga with a whole
Look.
lot of money. Bend it over, go on, let me see. She a hoe, you see my hoe, I don't care about shit she need. I'ma get it, hell every day, that's on my keys. Ask my people now. I was in the car when we sleep.
Hit the quad, 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 hit the quad. Get down low and swing your arm. I said get down low and hit the quad. I'm finna show you how to hit the quad, hit the quad, hit the quad, hit the quad. Get down low and swing your arm. I said get down.
DJ Lil, you know what it is. Keep it spinning, boy.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, saucy drip the swag too. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, saucy drip the swag too. Oh.
Young, but I'm ready to give you all my love. I told my girls you can get it. Don't slow it down. Just
Pull up and let's talk about it. I finally got some time alone and I thought about it. I swear to God, your love is worth so much I can take. I've been thugging for so long, but give me a break. Late nights I reminisce about you, it's hard to forget about you. I swear I can't live with you, but I can't live without you. Jump off a plane on the island and I'm here without you. Ain't left my hotel in 2 days, I feel sick without you. Sick without you. My stomach do this turn and I feel sick without you. My closest friend, my worst enemy. I'm not okay when we're apart, but I pretend to be. I threw the party of the century. The people came over, no one else over, and it was all for you. It was real. I've been under this rock for so long. Don't let the world win. Close the door, don't let the world in. It's going out and again. Rekindle our flame. Like my fire again.
Really quick, y'all, we finna get everything started soon. I love the energy right now. I love the energy in the crowd. Make some noise for yourself. We are led by our fearless leader, Dr. Goffney. And I wanna let Dr. Goffney know that she leads a group of teachers that wouldn't want to be nowhere else, because nowhere else is like Aldine. It's nowhere else like Aldine. Where y'all at?
Hey, Monster on the beat, Debo, any rap. He a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs. Tell him free, bro, Nella new to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni air? Trying to see Compton.
They can't see Aldine, y'all.
Mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your hide the Bible if God watching.
Sometimes you gotta pop out.
Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some him. Pull on him, extort, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird, Lucas and Bird. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest that's for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this jumping. You can get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes. Or over your foe. The other option. Better straight lay posture. Got favorites all up in contact. Might write this with a document. Tell a pop star quit hiding. The caption won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. Around get. Monster on the beat, Debo, any rap. He a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs. Tell him free, bro, Nella new to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni?
All right, what Miss Holmes at? What Principal Holmes at from Dunn? What Dunn Elementary?
Mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show you. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some him. Pull on him, extort, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird, Lucas, and Bird. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some P-Rex that's for you? Malibu.
Bring it to the folks. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Cause you know we're about to rip it up. Give me the microphone.
All right, guys, welcome to the 2024-25 Aldine ISD Welcome Back Convocation. Today's presentation is about to begin, so please take your seats and enjoy the show. Laro, why you do that, Laro? Why you do that, Laro?
Yes. Everyone in this room is amazing to be here.
You are change makers, and we thank you.
You are the foundation of success.
The shining stars.
You make us shine bright.
Speaking of shine,
let's take a moment to spotlight all the shining educators.
And I have a poem that's perfect to celebrate you.
The shining teachers.
Once upon a time in a classroom so bright, there was a teacher, a shining light, with a smile on their face and a heart of care. They taught us lessons beyond compare.
Stories and numbers, letters and art, they sparked our imagination right from the start. With patience and kindness, they guided our way, helping us grow, learn, and play.
They showed us the world, both near and far, and opened our minds like a twinkling star. Their words were like magic, making us believe that we can achieve whatever we conceive.
So here's to our teachers, so smart, so fun, for the adventures and all we have done. In our hearts forever shine bright, our teachers, our hero, our guiding light. Everyone in this room shapes and mold us to who we are.
You accelerate our success.
We are Aldine.
We will now have a performance by our Magnet String Schools, Reese, Anderson, and Carter Academies, featuring alumni from Houston Academy, Carver High School, and the Young Women's Leadership Academy.
Teachers, we are young, we are here to have some fun. Yet learning is our quest since we're the best. Start slowly if we must, then accelerate. Starting ourselves all over the place. We will rock you. We will rock you. Rock you!
Let's hear it for that wonderful, wonderful performance featuring our students from several Aldine ISD Fine Arts performance groups. And now, to kick things off, please welcome a couple of sassy ladies, School Assistant Superintendents, Dr. Crystal Watson and Dr. Matilda Orozco. Where my ladies at? Where my ladies at?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Aldine!
Y'all can do better than that.
Let's go, good morning, Aldine! Now this is the way you kick off the 2024-2025 school year. This is how we do it, Aldine! So now, we are in a space of celebration, and we're gonna keep this energy going all morning long. Are you with me? Are you with me? In the back up top, are you with me? Woo! On this side, are you with me? Back there, over there, over there.
This is the moment.
All right.
Okay, we need to be a little louder than this. That's not loud enough. I want it so loud. I want Spring ISD to listen to us. Can we do that? Can we do that? Let's go.
This is how we do.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, much better, much better. So let's stay awake and keep that energy going.
All right, all right. Now, you're pumped up now. Your energy is flowing. The blood is moving. This is the feeling I need you to have every single day when you walk in your campuses, because students need this version of you right now. The version that we see in this building is the version that every student needs to feel when they walk on your campuses. So harness this energy, remember this feeling, and remember to give our children everything you've got, Aldine. Woo! All right. This is how we do it in Aldine. Good morning and welcome to the 2024 Aldine ISD Convocation. Happy back to school, everyone! Woo! As our incredible DJ, and let's give it up for the DJ, y'all. Give it up for the DJ.
Ooh, Lero.
As our amazing DJ said, I am Dr. Crystal Watson, the extremely proud School Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools Team 1. Where you at, Team 1? Team 1, second to none. Yes. Are you excited to be here? One more time, y'all. Are we excited to be here?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I am so excited to be here. Buenos dias. One more time. Buenos dias. Good morning. I am Dr. Maddie Orozco, and I'm the School Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Team 2. Come on, team 2. Where's team 2? Woo! So let me give a round of applause to DJ Lasso. DJ Lasso back there. Let's give him a round of applause.
Ooh, Laro.
Thank you for keeping us going, DJ Lasso. Now, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna take a break because we've been going on for a while, so let's take a break.
Okay, so now we know we have our amazing SEL department. SEL department, can you, let me hear you. Yes! Woo! So in honor of our incredible SEL department, we are going to do some breathing to center ourselves before we get this party started all over again, okay? So I know there's all types of breathing, but the one I remember, maybe because I'm hungry, is the pizza breathing, okay? So you're going to cup your hands together. You know the pizza breath. Bring your hands forward and sniff, 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 sniff. And exhale. I'm greedy, so I have another slice of pizza. So put your hands together again and inhale and exhale. Okay. All right. That's for you, SEL. So we are so excited to see so many familiar faces with us in the arena this morning. So when we give you a shout out, we want you to rep your campus and rep your school. I see that high schools have showed up in a major way. They are high school proud, baby. Yeah! Yeah!
All right, where's our primary schools? Primary schools. Woo! Huh?
Elementary campuses, where are you? And I'm a little biased, so please forgive me for saving the best group of educators in Aldine ISD for last, because there's magic happening in the middle. Middle schools, where are you?
Middle schools.
Okay. So it looks like we have quite a few new faces in Aldine with us this year. If this is your very first convocation with Aldine ISD, we need you to stand and shout loud and proud. If this is your very first convocation.
First one. Awesome.
We welcome you. We welcome you to the best district in the state of Texas and the best district in the nation. Welcome to Aldine. I also understand that we do have 500 new staff members joining our Aldine family. Let's give our new staff members a big hand. Welcome to Aldine.
Welcome, welcome new staff members, welcome.
Teachers, paras, principals, bus drivers, welcome to Aldine ISD. Do we have any alumni in the house today? Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah! Yeah! If you are a proud Aldine ISD graduate, an alumni of this amazing district, please stand. Please stand. Yes! Yes!
Wow. Wow.
And what we say to you is, welcome home. Welcome home. We are so glad you made it back to us as fast as you could.
We also thank you to all our VIPs, special guests, and our school board members who are here today with us, welcome to Aldine. This is how Aldine starts the school year. This will be a moment that you will never forget. How many times have you been in a space with this many people, all focused on the same goal? I don't know about you, but for me, this is a warm-up. This is a warm-up for football season. Go Texans!
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
For tenured staff members, our board members need no introduction. You know them well because they are part of our community. They are involved in our community. Some of them have schools named after them.
For those of you that are new to our amazing district, allow me to introduce our distinguished Aldine ISD Board of Trustees. President, Dr. Kimberly Booker.
Woo!
Vice President, Mr. Paul Shanklin.
Woo!
Secretary Connie Esparza. Assistant Secretary, Ms. Rose Avalos. And board members, Mr. Randy Bates, Dr. Viola Garcia, and Mr. Steve Mead. Thank all of you for the hours and hours and endless support that you give to our district. Your hard work never goes unnoticed. Thank you for being a champion for our students in Aldine ISD.
Muchas gracias.
And we cannot have events like this without incredible sponsors. So at this time, we want to give a huge Aldine thank you to the Aldine American Federation of Teachers, also known as AFT. Let's give it up for AFT. Our Aldine Education Foundation, and Investex. They have supported our efforts in more ways than one and are true partners in this work. We also have a voter registration table set up here, so if you have not had a chance to visit our table in the foyer upstairs, please, please do so on your way out. Now, tell me, Aldine, you've had a moment to rest? Are you ready? Are you ready to kick off our 2024 academic school year? Let me hear you! Let's get it started! Let's get it started, Aldine!
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Okay, when you hear your group called, this is your chance to represent. As usual, because I know there's some of you get a bit rowdy, a few guidelines so that things get totally out of control. Yes, shouting is permitted. Feel free to shout. You're welcome to show your excitement in whatever language you like, whatever language you feel comfortable with. After all, we are a district that represents diversity. Just keep it clean. Dancing is also permitted if you're brave enough. And of course, let's capture our excitement on social media. Can we do that? Can we do that? All right, I want to see it. Now, I think it's time to hear from a few of you, just to make sure you're paying attention. All right, are you ready?
DJ, are you ready?
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Is DJ Lara?
Okay, DJ, are we ready?
We're ready.
It's time for our teachers. Every teacher in this building.
We
need you up. We need you loud. We need you proud. Teachers.
Teachers.
What are you waiting for? Is DJ Lara on the track?
Yeah, teachers. Yeah. Woo. All right.
Let's hear
That was pretty good, teachers. That was better than good. So our other groups, you see what you're up against. That's who you have to beat. Okay? Next up.
Let's hear it for high schools. High schools. High schools. Woo! I see you. I see you.
Pretty good. I see you, Dr. Rodriguez. High school proud, baby. Yes. Woo! Woo! This group is vital to our work. So let's hear it for our counselors. Every counselor in this building.
Counselors.
Let's get ready to
All right. What about our nurses? Nurses. Get some nurses.
All right. This next group, our amazing superintendent came in bold with a hashtag that says leadership matters. So we need every principal and every assistant principal to get out and show out.
Yes! Principals and assistant principals. Leadership.
Yes! Woo! Yes!
Let's get ready to rumble.
Woo!
Yes. Yes.
Hey, I am loving the energy. I can tell we are ready for the first day of school. I know you've been busy planning, attending staff development, getting prepared in your classrooms. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you so much for working so hard. I want to give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! We deserve this. A round of applause. And now that applause going as a welcome as we welcome our fearless leader, our superintendent of schools,
Dr. Latanya Gottlieb.
I need you to hurry up now, 'cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now.
You got this, you got this, you got this.
Man, I've been waiting all night now. That's how long I've been on ya. I need you right now. I need you right now. Let's get it.
Okay. Good morning, Aldine. Listen, I had so many thoughts. In the middle of the night, I couldn't sleep, and they told me what my walk-up song was going to be, and actually in practice, I'd rehearse my moves. How many of you were born in the 90s? I had some 90s moves for you. I planned to do the WAP, and then I planned to do some other stuff. And then I was planning to do the snake and all that, and then I had a nightmare that I failed. So I decided that I'd keep my moves to myself. But it doesn't go without saying that I am super excited about being here. Literally, I, of course, had a dream about this moment, but those of you who've been here a while, you know that anytime I have a conversation with anyone in this district or anywhere, I tell them that I'm living the dream. And part of that dream is being here with you all today. You all know that deep down, I'm just a country girl from Cold Spring, Texas, raised by my big mama and my pawpaw. But more so, you also know that we're working really hard to manifest the dreams and aspirations of the students that we serve. So how many of you are really, really ready for the 24-25 school year? Truly, 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 I am grateful, 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 grateful for the opportunity to stand before you on today. Everyone knows I love convocations because there's power in the collective convening of educators who are going to be responsible for educating nearly 60,000 students from across our 111 square miles. And so what happens, while I'm the face of a lot of it, literally what you do each and every day is going to be the difference maker between whether or not we're successful or not. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. I recognize that you had a lot of choices. We say in Aldine ISD, we want to make sure that our kids graduate with choices and come on, if you're new, tell them. We want to make sure that our kids graduate with choices and opportunities. However, those choices and opportunities start today, and then when they graduate, literally, they graduate with more and more opportunities. And we know, I know it, our school board knows it, our community knows it, and we're all appreciative of the fact that we know that you had choices. But the fact that you choose to be in Aldine ISD, it's not lost on me. It's not lost. And so this actual convening is our gift to start the year as we come together and think about what's possible for our kids and how we're going to manifest this. So that's what's exciting. And so as we are extremely grateful for each of you who are returning to Aldine, grateful for all of our new staff who are here to serve in Aldine, and we're just really excited to reconnect with our shared mission, reconnect with our shared vision, continue to think about our why, and get ready to do the business of Aldine. Our school assistant soups, didn't they do a great job? Let's give it up for our school assistant soups. Amazing job. And as importantly, or probably more importantly, didn't our students do a phenomenal job? We have some exceptional students. You see the talent in Aldine. Literally, one of them, Dr. Crystal Watson, she alluded to the fact that I always say that leadership matters, and it does. It matters at the top, the school board level. It matters at the cabinet core team level. It matters at the executive leadership team level. It matters at our campus level, our department level, classroom level, student level. Leadership matters. And we have a leadership definition that has 3 pillars. So if you're new, you need to know them. You want to connect, you want to inspire, and ultimately you want to have an impact. And that's what we're doing here today. That's the purpose of what we're doing today. That's the purpose of coming together so that we can do what? We can connect, we can get ready to go inspire, and ultimately, and we're going to talk about it, we can have an impact. And literally, I'm super excited that I don't have to do this work alone. You've already seen our board members. Let's give our board members a round of applause. Let's give them another round of applause. And of course, we have an executive leadership team that's, you've seen a couple of our school assistant soups, but we have other assistant superintendents. If you all would please stand, let's give them a round of applause. Assistant soups, please stand. Yes, yes, yes. You see them, you see them. So proud of the work, and recently when we had to pivot, we didn't get to have our leadership summit, and we didn't get to have some other things because of Hurricane Beryl, but literally our school assistant soups and all the other leaders in our district, we enabled us to pivot, and we thank you all for being responsive. Wasn't able to have our different professional development, had to pivot to DSD days, and so I'm just extremely thankful for the work that our school assistant superintendents all do each day. So let's give them one more round of applause. And of course, I'm always thankful You know, in some districts they call it cabinet, some districts they call it senior leadership team, some districts they call it other things, but here we call it our core team because they're supposed to be representing all the different departments that we have and that we're responsible for in our district. They're the boots and ground. I can't be everywhere even though I want to be, but I have a great core team leaders. If you all would please stand and be acknowledged as well. Really proud of the work that our team does. Literally, thank you for the work that you do, and thank you for how you're representing. We have a cowboy in the house, I see. We got a cowboy. Listen, there he goes, our CFO. He's wearing that hat loud and proud. Listen, you know, the team literally helps me to make hard decisions, and sometimes those decisions are really hard, and then sometimes they're decisions like, okay, what shirt are we going to wear for Convocation? And so really thankful for how they help to do that. And other times they definitely help me to make conversations and decisions about our hashtag. And we've had numerous hashtags since I arrived in 2018. And all a hashtag does, those of you who are on social media, and if you're not, as you're playing with your phones already, and that's okay, please go ahead and follow Aldine ISD on X or Twitter, follow on Facebook, follow on TikTok, follow on Snapchat, follow on all the social media, but especially X, because what we want to do is make sure, literally, we can buy all the billboards, we can have all the commercials, we can basically spend so much money to talk about what's happening in Aldine. But ultimately, the walking billboards are you and me. You're the walking billboard. While we may hear all kinds of things happening across the country and people may be saying all kinds of things about what's happening in Aldine, we know. We know because we're in our campuses, we're in our schools, and we know what's happening. And the only way to get the truth out, to get the word out, to make sure that people know what's happening is to share it. And literally, we can't buy our way out of if teachers are miserable or if leaders are miserable or if people aren't positive. We can't buy marketing to overcome that. So that's why it's so important that we live out our leadership definition and that we also push out information about what we have going on in our schools. And so since 2018, we've had a hashtag, and they don't ever go away. So if you're on your phones right now, as I name these hashtags, you can look them up right now. And the power of that is it'll take you back on the journey, and you can see the things that happened in 2018 because sometimes when you're dealing with challenges, you forget about how far you've come. But in 2018, we basically said all in for what? Who was here with me in 2018? All in for Aldine. It was about new start with new superintendent, and we were about getting the work done, and we wanted everybody all in. And then 2019 was another unifying hashtag. We launched our strategic plan, and it was hashtag we are Aldine. That's right. 2020, which many of us want to forget about. Listen, but it was, the pandemic had hit and pretty much changed everything. It changed how we did our work. It changed where we did our work. It changed so much. But the one thing we wanted to demonstrate was the fact that in Aldine, it was Aldine anywhere. So it was hashtag Aldine anywhere. And then in 2021, we were determined to move on from the pandemic and other challenges that came our way and make forward progress. So it was Aldine forward. All right, and then in 2022, because we were coming back from the pandemic and trying to move forward and understanding that different people were at different spots and wanted to make sure that everyone felt deeply connected, it was hashtag Aldine Connected. And then, of course, those of you who were here last year, probably one of my favorites was hashtag My Aldine. We wanted to make it personal. We wanted to own where we were, how we were, and what we were doing in My Aldine. And so this year, as you take out your phones and you prepare, the new hashtag for this upcoming school year is simple. May I get a drum roll, please? It is simply hashtag Aldine Impact. When I say Aldine, you say Impact. Aldine. Come on, I can't hear you. When I say Aldine, you say Impact. Aldine. I say Aldine, you say Impact. Aldine. Awesome. So now let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. There's a lot going on in the state of education. There's a lot. I don't have to tell you about it. I don't know, you know. There's a lot of different challenges and a lot of different change, and there's a lack of resources, and there's a lack of all kinds of things. But more importantly, regardless of what's happening outside of Aldine, regardless of what people are saying outside of Aldine, we are responsible for the hashtag Aldine Impact in Aldine. Our jobs are just that important. So really there's no if. We are going to make an Aldine impact as a result of the work that we're accomplishing together. Your teams, the Aldine community, our partners, are going to feel the hashtag Aldine Impact. And so just think about it. If you think about it over the years, it's driven by whether it's a hashtag or about a reality, or if you just take a moment, whether we were launching a new strategic plan, whether we were thinking about how we were going to maneuver through a global pandemic, or, listen, I still remember all of the different weather events, whether it was Hurricane Imelda, even the most recent one, Beryl, we don't want to talk about it right now, or it was a change in accountability, a change in the story design, all those things. They were all challenges. All challenges. But the good thing is we not only survived, we thrived. And we thrived because we stayed the course and stayed focused on our students. Now, we know that there are celebrations, there's progress, and despite different challenges. And I could be here all day just highlighting the good work that's been accomplished and that continues from the classrooms to the cafeterias, to operations to finance, but we would, again, be here all day. And, of course, we don't have all day. I know many of you don't love convocations like I do, but you're going to love our keynote speaker, so stay with me for a few more minutes. I know you can follow the journey. You see the good things that are happening on social media, as I stated earlier, but it's so important that we remember the big ones. I know you remember last year when different districts were having to lay off different people. There were no layoffs in Aldine. Oh, come on, no layoffs. In addition, we saw a lot of districts, because of a lack of funding from the state, we didn't get the funding that we thought we were going to get. And it left us in a situation as we're seeing declining enrollment, and we see that students aren't coming to school, so we have lack of funding that we used to have, and so we had to make some tough decisions, some hard decisions. But one of the things that I'm really proud of the board is they always prioritize the employees, and even despite the fact that we had to recommend and approve a deficit budget, but because we've been good stewards over the past 6 years, we had the money in our savings, thankfully, and we have a good finance department, that despite the challenges, the board still approved a 1.5% raise when others weren't given raises. So we need to hear you. We need to hear you. We need to hear you. So there are hard things. Remember, I told you we didn't just survive, we continue to thrive. And in spite of all the different challenges, we recognize that we're going to have to buckle down and tighten up this year, and we're prepared to do that. However, we're able to move forward. Really excited as you were driving up. One of the things that we're really proud of is W.W. Thorne. You alumni, you've been here a while, so you already know W.W. Thorne is over 40 years old. And a couple of years ago, before COVID, in 2019, we recognized that it needed some tremendous work. It needed a lot of work, and that work was going to cost millions of dollars. And so we took a proposal and looked at what it would cost to repair Thorne, or was it more cost-effective and more feasible to rebuild Thorne? And what we decided was, at that time, it made perfectly good sense to go ahead and rebuild Thorne. And so as you've driven up, you saw the works, and come on, listen, I can't wait for you to see this place that's going to be able to host events, not only for football, not only for soccer, not only for athletics. We have a community center, and this beautiful gift, this opportunity for our community to be able to come together and celebrate our students is going to be phenomenal. So let's give it up for W.W. Thorne. Again, it was tough. Literally, what we thought we were making decisions on in 2019, they totally changed with inflation and all the things. But we didn't just survive it, we're thriving. Literally, last year was a tough year. As I stated earlier, in the midst of not getting additional funding from the state and having to make some tough decisions as we reflected on the fact that our enrollment was decreasing and, like I said, ADA wasn't increasing, and we had to make a decision to go out for a bond because we looked at some of our older facilities. And in the past, our district had done bond projects because we were building, we were growing. But then we had to look back and think about how do we take care of the other buildings. And I'm so excited, so pleased, so proud that our community also believed in the work. And we passed the largest bond in the history of Aldine ISD, $1.8 billion. Again, you talk about Aldine Impact, that's going to be it. And that is going to help us with safety and security enhancements, facility enhancements and upgrades, and of course, I'm so proud. You saw the talent that's in our district, and if you're new here, you're going to see it in our halls, in our classrooms. But we have some amazing artists, some amazing visual artists. We have some amazing students who are involved in the arts, the fine arts, and so we're so excited we're going to have an ed pack and so many different things to provide an opportunity to showcase our students. So Bond 2023, we pressed through. In addition, since day one, before I could set foot in Aldine, I knew that I wanted our students to graduate with choices and opportunities. So more than a diploma, but with choices and opportunities. Because I don't know about everybody in here. And I know they had to do a lot of call out, and I don't want to repeat everything, but education changed my life. First generation college student. How many first generation college students do we have in here today? Come on, we're making our ancestors proud, aren't we? First generation college student. And many of you know the story. My grandmother, she went 5th grade education, grandfather had a 3rd grade education. They would be proud of me. Think about the people that you've made proud. And then think about the opportunity that we have ahead to make sure that our students get to live the dream and make their ancestors proud. So CCMR, college, career, and military readiness, is something that I want you to understand. Something I want you to embrace, because it's not just a department that's responsible for it, everybody's responsible for it. And before the state was talking about it, before it became an initiative and became a part of the accountability system, we in Aldine were talking about the fact that we wanted our students to graduate more than a college, more than a high school diploma, but with choices and opportunities. So when we think about not just surviving 2023 when it was tough, thriving, think about this. 86% of our class of 2024 earned a CCMR designations, 86%. That means 8 out of 10. Of the class, we had over $50 million in scholarships, 92% of college application submissions, and 63% completed FAFSA. And that's really important because I couldn't have gone to school without financial aid. So let's give it up for college, career, and military readiness. We talk about hashtag Aldine Impact, not only surviving but thriving. And last but certainly not least, we recognize that there's one test that everybody looks at and everybody knows about and everybody can name, and it's going to be coming out sooner than most of you. The results have come out and they're going to have some accountability attached to it, and it's called the STAR. And the one thing in my tenure as SOUP, I want to make sure that we think of a day that when STAR becomes the floor and not necessarily something we're striving for. And in order to do that, it's going to take all of you to really think about Aldine Impact. When we think about last year, we are when we look at the results, even though we had accountability reset, even though we had a different test, even though everything's changed, our students in grades 3 through 8, are you hearing me, 3 through 8? Outgrew or lost less than the state on 12 of the STAR assessments. So 12 out of the 15 STAR assessments, 3rd through 8 outgrew or lost less. And then our students in high school outgrew or lost less than 5 of the 5 EOCs. And you know, as a SOUP, I'm gonna be honest, I'm thankful, because when I look at others, I'm thankful that we're making progress, we're closing the gaps. However, I would be remiss if I didn't share that we have work to do. Remember, I told you, for those of you who don't know and you may not have heard, I tell the new teachers every single year, we're not responsible for how kids come to us, but we are responsible for how they leave us. And so we've got to grow students by more than 1 year. We've got to have double-digit gains. So when I think about Aldine Impact, because think about it, we have teachers who are doing amazing jobs. Our kids are coming to us with deficits. They're making up for those deficits, but it's not enough. So when they go, they keep on. And so what's happened is, although we are outpacing the state, we're starting out behind the state. And if you're starting out behind the state, you got to double the pace in order to catch up with the state. And so when we think about Aldine Impact, when we think about how our kids come to us, and we think about the dreams that we want to manifest for our children, what we're asking you, what we're telling you, and what we're saying right now is that we've got to accelerate that process. We've got to accelerate that progress. And so I'm super thrilled that we're going to have Strategic Plan 2.0 is what I call it. And everyone has come together, and I know you got some flyers as you came in, but we started off with a steering committee and working groups last year or so, and we wanted diverse perspectives, and literally in Aldine, we don't just do a plan and put it on a shelf. We do a plan to help inform what we do in our classrooms, in our schools, and how we make that accelerated growth that we're going to need in order to demonstrate what's possible for Black, brown, and students in poverty. And so I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled, to introduce our new strategic plan, Accelerate. I'm Dr. LaTanya Goffney, proud superintendent of Aldine ISD. I am excited to introduce our new strategic plan, Accelerate. This plan, which spans from 2024 to 2029, will propel our work forward and further drive student success.
Accelerate isn't just a plan. It's an ongoing commitment to propelling forward with velocity and strength towards the priorities that drive student success.
Built on the foundation of our previous strategic plan, A New Way Forward, Accelerate continues our journey of progress, but now with an increased pace and a refined focus.
Accelerate focuses on amplifying what's been effective and swiftly addressing those areas that need improvement. It's about nurturing growth and development of our staff and enriching the educational experience for every single Aldine ISD student.
How did we get here? In partnership with attuned education partners, we spent almost a year engaging diverse perspectives to ensure inclusivity and transparency throughout the planning process.
It all started with the development of our Portrait of a Graduate, the vision we have for all Aldine students. This vision is the heart of our plan and will ensure all of our students become reflective, purposeful, and impactful leaders. Everything is connected and aligned.
Desde el diseño del plan de estudios hasta el desarrollo profesional, Accelerado se dedica a impulsar a los estudiantes hacia un mayor rendimiento y éxito. We've identified 4 strategic priorities: students first, instructional excellence, thriving teams, and aligned systems.
This holistic approach requires every member of the Aldine ISD community. We all have a role to play for our students, and we believe the plan, complete with priorities, initiatives, and targeted strategies, reaches everyone: teachers, leaders, custodians, parents, principals.
In Aldine, we've said that we're stronger together, and together, let's accelerate towards a brighter tomorrow for every single Aldine ISD student. So Accelerate is going to become more familiar in the coming weeks and months and even years. You probably got a one-sheeter, but Accelerate is until 2029. So it starts in 2025 and ends in 2029. We recognize that annually we take a test, right? And at the end of the academic year, we get assessed. However, what Accelerate is going to help us do is we're going to be able to measure our Aldine impact throughout the year. And that's why I'm asking you each day, every single day, even this moment, I want you to think about, how do we accelerate growth? How do we accelerate progress? How do we demonstrate what's possible for students like us who are first generation? How do we do that? We have to have an Aldine impact every single day. I want you to think about it right now. What's going to be your Aldine impact today? At the end of the day, you ask yourselves, what has been my Aldine impact? And then as you're preparing for tomorrow, you say, what's gonna be my hashtag Aldine Impact? Because ultimately, if we have everybody, I told the teachers, I know it to be true, I've experienced it in my life. If you're around negative people, if you're around people who can't do, they got a lot of problems and no solutions, shake them off and start focusing on how are we gonna have this hashtag Aldine Impact. We have got incredibly important work to do, and we have nearly 60,000 reasons to get about our business and demonstrate what's possible for the students that we serve and be able to think about our Aldine Impact every day. So are you all in? Or what I say Aldine, you say Impact. Aldine. Come on. I say Aldine, you say Impact. Aldine. Okay, let's see this. I want this side to say Aldine. I want that side to say Impact. Aldine Impact, and that's what I want you to think about. That's our new hashtag, but more important, it's the way that we're gonna do business. We wanna think about our decisions, we wanna think about our work, we wanna think about how we're gonna accelerate the growth and again, demonstrate what's possible. And I'm super excited. When you think about impact, when I was traveling and I was watching this movie, and literally I was so excited. Our keynote speaker had an impact on me that I just couldn't shake. I remember when we landed, I called our chief academic officer, I texted our executive director of multilingual, and I was like, do you know? And Grace actually said, oh, he's a speaker at this national conference, and I'm speaking there. She goes, I'll sneak up and try to see if we can get him to come to Texas. And I'm so excited that he's coming to Texas. He's here today. So help me introduce our speaker. Please welcome Goodman Ace fifth grader Victor Gonzalez.
Here it is, a groove.
Hello, everyone. My name is Victor Gonzalez, and last year I was a fifth grade student at Goodman Elementary. Some things about me are that I love science. My science teacher, Miss Seth, can also tell you that. I love it because everything that we do, everything around us, all of it uses science. Even the reason we are all here sitting down and not flying off into space is because of Earth's gravity keeping us down. Right now, what I'm most interested in are circuits. I was recently given an opportunity to build robots that needed circuits to function. While I was building them, I also learned coding that would help the robots move. I hope to use these skills in my future. When I grow up, I want to work for NASA and help design rovers. This will be great because I get to work with even more robotics and help explore our solar system and even our universe. As you can see, I love science, and that is something me and our speaker have in common. Aldine, let's give a warm welcome to astronaut Jose Hernandez.
Thank you, Victor, for that very, very kind introduction. And let's big round of applause for Victor Gonzalez, please. I'm very happy to be here with you guys back here in Texas because I spent 12 years here as an astronaut down the street up 45 in Clear Lake and working at NASA. And what I want to do first is I want to thank Dr. LaTanya Goffney for inviting me, giving me the privilege of being here with you guys today, spending maybe 30 minutes with you and talking about my experiences. That's one thing I do is I have a lot of information, and they only gave me 30 minutes, so I'm going to jam pack it in there. But I'm very gratified that you guys are 82% CCRM in terms of preparing our kids for college or military service. So you guys deserve a big round of applause for that. I'm also very happy that your strategic priorities, the first two, I love that you have students first and instructional excellence, because that's exactly the ingredients we need so that our kids go out to the world, go out to college very well prepared. And the fact that you guys have focused on that. Sure, you need thriving teams and aligned systems, but the mere fact that you put students first, I think speaks volumes to where your real priorities are. So thank you, Superintendent, for that strategic plan 2024-2029. Now, what I want to do is I want to move forward quickly because, again, I don't have a lot of time. And if you take anything away from this, I want you to take one thing, is that you have the ability to empower our kids to believe anything is possible in life. I like to say it in Spanish, but my theme is always, se vale soñar en grande. All right? Which means, loosely translated, is you can dream big. And you guys are in the envious position of helping these kids not only dream big, but to convert those dreams to reality. You have the ability to empower them to believe in that. Because that's what happened to me. And I'll tell you a little bit about my teachers and my schools as I move along, but it's very important that it's not really the big things you guys do, it's the everyday little things that can change the trajectory of a whole family. And you guys won't even realize that you've done that, because 20 years down the line, they're gonna say, oh yeah, I had Mr. Ramirez in my class and this is why I became a doctor. This is why I became an engineer. You guys don't realize you make those changes, but you do. So I just wanna applaud you for the great work that you guys do. So enough of that. Now let me get started with my story, because I tell you, my story begins when I'm a kid. My parents come from Mexico, Michoacan. And my father, at the young age of 15, out of economic necessity, immigrated each year to California to work in the only thing he knew how to work, which is agriculture. And he quickly established a routine that had 3 stops: Southern, Central, Northern California. 2 months, 2 months, 5 months, 9 months total in California, and then he would hightail it back to Michoacan for 3 months. When he was 18, he met my mom in his hometown, Doña Julia. I don't know, I guess they saw stars or something. They fell in love. They got married, and my dad brings my mom along this nomadic lifestyle. Whereas with any marriage, you know, kids come along, right? And there's 4 of us. I'm the youngest of 4. And where you're born was dependent on what month you were born in. I already said you spend 9 months in California, so you know you got 9 and 12 chances of being born in the States. Well, as I mentioned, there's 4 of us. I'm the youngest. You can see me there. I'm the one with the hat on the top picture. Then I have an Irish twin brother, brown shirt on the other side, and then my sister in the middle, and then my oldest brother in the bottom picture with the white t-shirt. I'm the one with the blue shirt in that picture. But 2 of us were born in the States because we were born during peak harvest season. And my other two, my brother and sister, oldest brother and sister, they were born in Mexico because they were born in the winter. I always kid around with them that, hey, I could run for president of the United States. They counter with that, say, yeah, we could run for president of Mexico and become filthy rich, but that's a different story. That's a different story. That's a different talk. But anyway, so now I want you to imagine the first time I come to the U.S. In terms of going to school, in kindergarten. I'm in Southern California. I go to kindergarten, don't know a word of English. There was no ESL at that time. And I'm thrown in there, and I get to know my teacher, my fellow students, and where the bathroom's at. 2 months come and go, and vámonos to Central California, second kindergarten teacher. 2 months come and go to Northern California. Now I'm up to my third kindergarten teacher, and to top things off, it's time to go to Mexico for 3 months. And over there, we don't go to school. We take homework from our last from our last teacher, and my mom wakes us up every morning, Monday through Friday, from 8 to 12 in Grandma's kitchen. It's all the hot chocolate you can drink and all the bread you can eat, but you got to do your homework. And stained of chocolate it was, but we did the homework. And that was our lifestyle. Not a very conducive lifestyle to learn the English language, much less the materials. And it wasn't until my second grade teacher, when my dad asked me to get 3 months worth of homework, it wasn't until my second grade teacher came to our house and talked to my parents to convince them that we needed to stay in one place. Miss Young, she came to our, she didn't have to do that, but she took time out of her schedule and completely changed the trajectory of a whole family. I remember when she came, because I translated. My father and mom did not speak English at the time. Miss Young did not speak Spanish. And I remember when Miss Young told them, you've got to stay in one place. And my dad countered and said, hey, what's the problem? They go to school or they're self-studying. We believe in education. Sure, we only have a third grade education, but we believe in it. What's the problem? They're in school. And then Miss Young says, yes, but you moved 3 different places during the school year. You know what my dad's response was? He said, yeah, but what's the problem? We move on a Saturday. We did not miss a day of school. And then Miss Young said, yes, but then you go to Mexico for 3 months. And my dad counters and says, señorita, but they take your homework. Are you not giving them the right homework? So he throws it back on her. Miss Young was frustrated because she saw that in my dad's mind, he was meeting his commitment of giving us an education. He didn't believe moving us around was detrimental. And it wasn't until she got a bright idea. She does something amazing. She puts my dad up in a pedestal and says, Señor, your kids tell me you've been working in agriculture all your life. That must make you an expert. Oh man, you didn't have to tell that to me, Papa. He lifts up his collar and says, oh, señorita, I'm not sure I'm an expert, but what can I help you with? And Miss Young proceeded. She said, well, señor, it's a problem I want to pose that will probably help both of us. And my dad said, okay. And she says, imagine I give you a tree in a potted plant. I'm going to give it to you, a fruit tree. My dad says, oh, muchas gracias, thank you. Said, this is what I want you to do with the tree. I want you to find the best ground, dig a hole, plant that tree. And you're going to water it and fertilize it. Take good care of it, like the expert that you are. Can you do that for me? My dad says, sure, that's easy. But in 3 months, I want you to dig another hole and transplant that tree. And you keep taking care of it. Can you do that for me? Oh, my dad by now has a puzzled look in his face, but he answers, yes, I guess I can. I don't know why, but yes. And then Miss Young says, in another 3 months, what's more, every 3 months I want you to transplant that tree, and you're going to take good care of it. And then she looks at him and says, you who are an expert in agriculture, what happens to that tree in the long run? And my dad knew the answer. He said, well, señorita, the tree's not going to die because you're taking care of it, you're feeding it. But let me tell you one thing. You're going to stunt its growth. Se va a quedar chico. It's going to stay small, weak, and if it's a fruit tree, it probably won't even bear fruit. Why? Let me tell you why. Because a tree needs to be in one place for the branches and tree to grow big and strong, and for theatrical measure, he raises his hands, big and strong. And then you can count to 2 seconds. And as they say in mi rancho, le cayó el 20. He realized that that tree was symbolic of what he was doing to his kids. And I give my dad a lot of credit because he's a very proud man, but he looked straight in Miss Young's eyes and said, is that what you mean? Miss Young said, that's what I mean. I think my job is done. And she excused herself. I'll tell you, from then on, we still went to Mexico every year, but instead of 3 months, it shrank to 3 weeks centered around Christmas. And then on our 2.5-day drive back to California, we wouldn't stop in southern central. We went straight to Northern California, Stockton. We made that our home. And that's how our education started to get traction. Now, a lot of people say, okay, but you're still come from a migrant farm working family. How in the heck does someone like you dare to dream to become an astronaut? Because you're living at or near poverty. And I'll tell you, that dream was conceived when I was 10 years old, 5th grade. We had finished doing our homework. We had finished playing outside. And we were watching TV. We had a black and white vacuum tube technology TV, no cable. We had rabbit ear antennas. And programming gets preempted. And they show in its entirety the very last Apollo moonwalk, Apollo 17, none other than astronaut Gene Cernan walking on the moon. If you can picture a 10-year-old kid holding on to the rabbit ear antenna to improve reception for dear life, that was me. As a matter of fact, this is why I think I became an astronaut. It was through osmosis. I was hanging onto the antenna, somehow the signal programmed me to become an astronaut. When my family had their fill, I would sit down, kind of like the cartoon Charlie Brown there, watching Gene Cernan. And man, I remember saying to myself, this is what I want to be. I want to be like that guy. I want to be an astronaut. And you know the best thing that could have happened is I told that newfound dream to my father that night. And he took me to the kitchen, sat down, made me justify why I wanted to be an astronaut. And I guess he saw the determination of a 10-year-old kid. And now, mind you, my father only has a 3rd grade education like my mom, but he had the wisdom. He had the wisdom, or God gave him the words to say the following. First, he empowered me in believing I can do it. He validated that dream. He said, mijo, I think you can do this. He said, but if you really want to do this, he says, the second thing he did, which was even more important, says, let me give you a recipe of life. If you really want to do this, mijo, follow these 5 simple steps. I said, tell me, Papa. He said, determine your purpose in life. I said, I want to be an astronaut. I figure I got 1 out of 5 done. I'm almost there. Second, he said, recognize how far you are from your dream. I looked down at our half-peeling linoleum floor. We lived in a 2-bedroom dilapidated rental in the worst part of Stockton, California. I said, Papa, don't get mad, but we can't be any farther than this. I thought he was going to slap me one. He kind of just laughed and said, okay. Good, mijo. The third thing, I'm glad you understand that, because the third thing is you got to draw yourself a roadmap from where you know where you're at and given by your smart remarks you do to where you want to go. You have to know the way to your destination. Draw yourself a map. I said, what's the 4th one, Papi? He said, you have to prepare yourself according to the challenge you picked, and you picked the doozy. You know you got to go to college and then some, right? I said, "Sí, Papa." And then he said, "Fifth and final," he points out the kitchen window. He says, "You know that effort you put out Saturdays and Sundays, 7 days a week during the summer, picking fruits and vegetables with your siblings and your mom and dad? You know that effort you put out?" "Sí, Papa." He points to my books on the kitchen table. He says, "You put that effort there. And when you graduate college, you put it in your job." He said, "Always, always give more than what people expect out of you." So you mix that up, mijo, that's the recipe to succeed. I went to bed so happy because I said, wow, my dad thinks I could be an astronaut, ergo I'm going to be one. And I took his advice and I kept working at it. You see there's a sixth ingredient, perseverance, which I'll touch upon a little later, but that's not giving up. Not giving up. Because I'm here to tell you guys, NASA rejected me not once, not twice, not 3 or 4 times. I was rejected 11 times by NASA. It wasn't until the 12th time. So you got to believe in yourself. I want to show you a short video of me growing up. I want to warn you, you're going to see a cute baby. That's me at 11 months. But you'll see how I grew up in very austere measures. This is where you say, ah. That's me at 11 months. My mom. Third and fourth grade, still a good-looking kid. Miss Young on the bottom. I'm the one with the big ears on top. This is my siblings and I. I'm the one with the blue pants. I know we're going to church. Why? Because we have the best clothes on. It's Sunday. This is off a tomato field in Stockton, California, after we worked all day picking tomatoes. Awkward times began, middle school. I'm the one in the middle. I'm good at soccer, bad at hairdos. High school is even more awkward. But it's a big deal for us Latinos when we graduate high school. We celebrate. And we invite not only our immediate family, but we invite our tios, our tias. Everybody comes, and then we have to do a carne asada, right? This is my high school picture. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Bad at hairdos. My mom and I graduating University of Pacific engineering degree, undergraduate degree. My sister, brother-in-law. My oldest brother. All the boys are engineers and my sister's an accountant. We all went to college. That's the boys, including my grouchy dad. And then this is all the kids. You don't see my mom here because this was taken as a Mother's Day present for her. So that's why you don't see her in these pictures. And this is the end of my first marathon. I've ran 11 of them. If I look tired, it's because I was. I've done Houston twice already. So I've done Houston. So after taking my dad's recipe, going to college, going to graduate school, I landed my first job working at Lawrence Livermore Lab in the X-ray laser program, developing an X-ray laser deployed into space. I could care less about the X-ray laser. I just knew we were going to put stuff up in space. I figured that's going to help me with NASA. And I worked there 5 years, but then the project gets canceled, and so I moved out into another project, which was applying what I learned in the X-ray laser and using it for something completely different. This is when you make the most out of adversity. Most people in the program, when the project got canceled, went on to other jobs. I developed some X-ray transport code that can be used for other applications, and I said, I have an answer. I don't know what the question is, and I'm going to work on that question. What was the question is, how do you develop the first full field digital mammography system for the earlier detection of breast cancer. We ushered in the era of medical digital imaging. So when people say, what's your proudest professional moment? It's not wearing this blue suit. It's not saying I went into space as the flight engineer to the International Space Station. It's this, because this device has been proven to save hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lives by now. So I'm very proud of that, being one of the co-inventors. And so the first project, I worked 5 years. Second project, this one, another 5 years. So I'm 10 years into my career. I've been applying to NASA. I've been getting rejected left and right. No one likes rejection. I remember after the 6th rejection, I crumpled up the letter and I threw it away and I missed the garbage can. And I was so mad I didn't pick it up because I said, 6 rejections, that's enough. I'm done. And my wife, at that time I had just gotten married, so my wife was picking up the house, and she ran up into this piece of paper. And she saw that it was a rejection letter, and so she put 2 and 2 together. She said, this guy's giving up. So she comes and confronts me, and I'm an opportunist. I said, she's gonna come to me, I'm gonna say, pobrecito de mí, poor me, and maybe she'll take pity on me and like, Grandma, give me a cup of hot cocoa and give me a hug and make me feel better. So she came to me and I told her my sob story. And guess what? There was no hot cocoa. There was no pity. She catered to my ego, and she looked at me and said, so you're a quitter? I said, órale. Those are fighting words. And I said, no, I'm not a quitter. I said, look, NASA's rejected me 6 times. It's clear they don't want me. And she said, yeah, I know they don't want you the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st time. She said, but read the last sentence of the rejection letter. She made me read it out loud. You know what it said? It said, please feel free to reapply again at our next selection cycle. She says, they're still inviting you to apply. And if you don't apply, she says, I know you. She says, you're going to have that little worm of curiosity, what if? And you're going to grow old, and you're going to be a bitter old man, and guess what? I don't want to be married to a bitter old man. So te pones las pilas, she said. So make sure you better think about it. And then she walked away saying, I don't know what they have that you don't have. And that resonated with me. I said, you know what? I don't know either. I've been focused so much about meeting minimum requirements, I never compared myself with successful people like Latonya here and asked myself, what do they have that I don't have? And being honest, when you find that answer, you invest in yourself and you acquire those same traits, those same work habits, the same work ethic. Because when I did that, it was like running into a brick wall. Sure, I had the education, I had the experience, I had the age, but the people that got selected were all pilots. I wasn't a pilot. The people that were selected were all scuba dive rated. I wasn't scuba dive rated, so guess what? I invested in myself. I became visual flight rule certified pilot, instrument flight rule pilot. I became basic certified scuba diver, advanced scuba rescue master rated. I want to make sure NASA knew I knew how to scuba dive. But that's not all. After that, I accepted my 3rd and final job at Lawrence Livermore Lab, which was going to Russia, working in the nuclear nonproliferation arena, traveling to Siberia of all places. No one wanted this job, but I said, put me in, coach. Why is that? Because you got to be strategic with your career too. I read in the paper that US and Russia had signed an agreement to build what was going to be the International Space Station up in space. So you didn't have to be a rocket scientist, even though I am one, but you didn't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out we were going to be working with the Russians up in space. And I said, this is what's going to differentiate me from the competition. Because I worked 5 years, 25 trips later to Siberia, and 5 years of Russian language instruction, Yapo Namaya Paruski Yazik. That's when I was welcomed to the 19th class of astronauts. After 11 rejections on my 12th attempt, I was welcomed as part of a 14th class, 2004, the 19th class overall of U.S. NASA astronauts. And man, I thought I had made it. But guess what? The hard work's only about to begin. I thought the hard work was over. And no, the first 2 years, you're not even an astronaut. You're an astronaut candidate. Derogatory term, you're an ass can. You're an ass can. And so the next 2 years, you've got a lot of academic training, 19 binders. You got to learn how to fly a jet. You got to learn how to do underwater spacewalks. And then you got to learn how to fly the shuttle, pilot the shuttle. You got to learn how to operate the International Space Station. And every Friday for those 2 years, as an ASCAN, you have a written test, an oral test, and a simulator test. It's like being in finals 2 years in a row. Very emotionally draining, physically draining on me, on my family, but you pull through it and you get your wings. At that point, you're now a bona fide astronaut eligible for flight assignment. But while you're waiting for your flight assignment, you do technical jobs and continue training, including underwater, lunar, or Martian analog missions. We spent 14 days. We did a lunar analog on the Aquarius habitat off the coast of Key Largo. You also do cold water. You do water survival training and cold weather training. Of course, I've traveled to Siberia, so this was easy for me. The water survival, they dump you in the middle of the ocean. You tread water, and you better hope a rescue helicopter finds you before a shark does. You also do wilderness survival training, where they give you a map, a compass, and a satellite phone for emergencies only. No food, water. You got to find your own food and water sources, and they say you're here. We want you over here in 18 days, which is about an 18-day hike. And this is where you learn how to eat plants, root systems. And this is where I learned that squirrels taste like chicken. You'll be fighting me for that squirrel if you were out there with me. And then you get assigned to a mission. Once you get assigned to a mission, you train for 18 months, mission-specific training. This is the T-38 jets that we fly. And once you train, you're off to the races. I love these pictures because it shows the crew getting on the Astrovan, going to Launch Pad 39 Alpha. Once you get to the launch pad, you go up the elevator to the 190-foot level, and you go into what's called the White Room. They snapped that picture on the bottom right of me. You can see me smiling ear to ear because this is the culmination of a 37-year-old dream. I was 10 years old when I wanted to be an astronaut. I was 47 and a few hours away from realizing my dream. And then a few weeks before the actual mission, we have a dress rehearsal, and we take our families and we take our family picture. As you can see, like a good Catholic, I have 5 kids with the same woman. Yes, we've been married for 32 years now, so we're going strong. But the oldest kid at the time was 15. He just graduated from Purdue. He has a bachelor's, 2 masters, a PhD in aerospace engineering. Guess what he wants to be? My girls all graduated from college in business, and one even has a master's in data science. And then my youngest one, you'll be interested in this, he's the only Texan. He was actually born here while I was an astronaut. He was born here. He always reminds me of his Texan roots, even though he's in California. But he's in his 3rd year of mechanical, he's going to start his 3rd year of mechanical engineering. So very proud of my kids. And then we're ready for liftoff. Let me show you a video that summarizes the mission. It was a 14-day mission to the International Space Station. And you go from 0 to 17,500 miles an hour in 8.5 minutes. It's the best ride Disneyland can ever hope for. And then once you're up there, you go around the world once every 90 minutes, continuous fashion. You'll see that we docked to the International Space Station. We were the second to last mission to finish construction of the International Space Station, which was amazing. So let me show you the video, and we'll narrate a little bit of it, but it's self-explanatory. You're gonna see that the first thing that happens is they'll show our mission patch with all the crew members there, and then our launch director will give us the green light, a go for launch that evening.
Discovery, launch director.
Discovery, go ahead, sir.
Well, CJ, the vehicle's clean and the teams are go. This time Mother Nature is cooperating, so it looks like third time really is the charm. We wish you and your team good luck and Godspeed.
Thanks, Pete. On behalf of the crew of Discovery, thanks to everyone who helped prepare for this mission. Let's go step up the science on the International Space Station.
I was the flight engineer, third in line to pilot the shuttle. Best seat in the house, behind the two pilots, I get the panoramic view. Here we are seconds before launch. You'll hear me give the milestones to the pilots because I'm the one that gives them cadence of where we are in the flight profile.
PC less than 50. Copy, Jose. Oh, yeah. All right. 103, Team Ecos. They look good. You can
At 2.5 minutes, the solid rocket boosters separate. They fall in the ocean with parachutes and are recovered because they're reusable. The shuttle keeps powering on
Copy, Jose.
for another 6 minutes, total flight of 8.5 minutes.
There it is. All right, 25-8. All right, you can raise up your seat if you want to. Good.
We then reach MECO, main engine cutoff.
Timer. All right, good job.
At which point, we're now going to separate from the external tank.
And I'm waiting for the 20-second plus X.
And here's the separation.
See, there it goes. All right, we're waiting for 104.
At this point, we're officially in space, going 17,500 miles an hour.
At 56. I will release it at 16 after.
You see me give a thumbs up because I'm a bona fide astronaut now?
Just a small town girl.
Ladies want to be an astronaut? Nicole Stott, fellow engineer, very good friend of mine.
She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Yours truly.
Just a city boy.
Our commander coming down to change the street clothes. Playing with his food. Nicole brushing her teeth. Jose goofing off. What we have to do is we have to dock to the International Space Station. And this is the final phase of the docking sequence. We physically connect to the station. The station is as big as a football field.
Good job.
Once we dock, we open up the hatch through the docking ports, allows us to go inside the International Space Station. There were 7 of us on the shuttle, 6 on the station, total of 13 astronauts in space at once, representing 5 countries. Here we are transferring more than 7 tons of equipment that we have to install, both inside and outside of the International Space Station. How do we install outside? My colleagues put on their EVA spacesuits and they do spacewalks. We did a total of 3 spacewalks, groups of 2 astronauts, about 7 hours apiece, and they would go outside. I'm the flight engineer. I take care of the inside, so they don't allow me to go outside. But I'm one of the 2 principal robotic arm operators. So I take them from where they get the equipment to the work site, kind of like being their Uber in space. Beautiful views up there. We use our feet and as another pair of hands. And here's Nicole goofing off. Getting a haircut in space, shampooing in space, working on the robotic workstation, eating. Now we're ready to undock. This is the view of the station from our perspective. We put on our launch entry suits. They're pressurized. Weather was bad in Florida where we prefer to land, so we landed in our second preferred site, Edwards Air Force Base, my home state, California. And I call this a poetic justice landing. First, because it was smoother than my United flight last night. Second, we landed 70 miles from where I used to pick strawberries as a kid. So pretty cool. I like to put this slide just to remind folks that, whatever you pick as a destination, the important thing is that you enjoy the journey, because that's about 80-90% of your time and effort. So make sure you enjoy your journey to your destination, because if you're not, chances are you picked the wrong destination for yourself. I always say, keep staying committed to the community. After being an astronaut, I've involved in LULAC, League of United Latin American Citizens, at the national level. I ran for Congress, and of course I give motivational talks. But more importantly, I like this coming full circle slide, because you can see me as a 12-year-old driving a tractor, how it started. And guess what? I still drive a tractor. I still pick grapes, but they're my grapes. I own the vineyard. And get ready for the commercial. I also make my own wine. And I promise you, it tastes out of this world. It's the best, I could honestly say it's the best wine made by an astronaut, because I think it's the only one. But you can order it there if you're interested. It's very good wine, actually. I also have several books out: Reaching for the Stars, Farm Worker to Astronaut, and The Boy Who Touched the Stars. It's a adult the biography, the middle reader, and a children's illustrated bilingual book. The books have received so much attention that Hollywood came calling, and we made a movie. It's on Prime Video. You can see it tonight. If you go home, it's called A Million Miles Away, and it stars none other than Michael Peña. Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. I know what you're thinking. I could see it in your mind right now. He's not as good looking as I am. All right? But he's a good actor. He's a good actor. As a matter of fact, let me show you the trailer, and let me set up the trailer. The scene you're going to see is when I was courting my wife, and we were sharing each other's dream, and I told her what I wanted to be, and she thought I was kidding, and she actually did this. She doesn't like me to highlight this, but she actually did it, so she can't deny it.
So, what's your big goal, dream?
I want to be an astronaut.
Oh my God, you're serious? Okay.
I wanted this for almost 30 years.
Ma, ¿para qué sirven las estrellas?
Every decision I've made with the space program in mind. Who the hell are you? I'm Jose Hernandez, sir. I'm an engineer.
You're the new guy, right? That third floor men's room needs toilet paper.
Going to space. It's a stupid dream. Last 10 candidates were chosen from 12,962 applicants. It's never gonna happen.
Those people who got into the program, what do they have that you don't?
They have skills that I don't have. It's taken them years to get where they are, but there's no guarantee. I know this is hard on everybody. My body hurts, I can't sleep. I know I can make this work. Over the last 10 years, I've applied to the space program 12 times, and I've been on the verge of giving up after each and every rejection. But you know what, sir? Here I am. So you could turn me down again, but rest assured, I'll be standing here again in a year.
We grew up watching our people make sacrifices. It's on us now.
Tenacity is a superpower.
This may not be your future, but it will always be your past.
Who better to leave this planet and dive into the unknown than a migrant farm worker?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can I cry?
No. And that got into my eye.
Again, you could see that in Prime Video tonight if you want. It's a great movie. Bring out your handkerchiefs. You'll shed happy tears. You'll enjoy it. I want to leave you with the last parting thoughts. Remember I gave you my dad's 5-ingredient recipe, define your purpose in life, right? Recognize how far you are. Draw yourself a roadmap. Prepare yourself accordingly. And develop a work ethic second to none. And then I add the 6th ingredient, which is perseverance, not giving up, 12 tries. But then along the way, I'm an engineer. After I got selected, I said, how did it happen? I did a postmortem, and I said, hey, my wife had a lot to do with it. Because remember when she said, what do they have that you don't have? Well, this allowed me to develop a 3-element strategy to reaching your goal. The first one we all do. I was doing it all along, is meeting the minimum requirements. I always said, what do I have to do to be considered by NASA? And I did that, but I just focused on that, the first 6 rejections. It wasn't until my wife told me, what do they have that you don't have, that I came up with the 2nd element. Compare yourself with the people you want to be like, okay? Compare yourself with the people you want to be like. And be honest, and then whatever deficiencies you have, don't be afraid to invest in yourself to be like them, okay? That positions you well for the future. Finally, the third thing is you gotta differentiate yourself from the competition. And sometimes we have to do things in the short run we don't like to reach the end goal. You know, when that job going to Siberia for the next 5 years came up at the Lawrence Livermore Lab, no one wanted it. I don't blame them. You were going to travel 6-7 times a year to Siberia for 3 to 4 weeks at a time. A lot of time away from your family, in the cold, sometimes in the middle of winter. But you also got to be strategic. And the fact that I knew we were going to be working with the Russians in the future, gave me the ability to differentiate myself and not only do that, but then tell my boss, hey boss, can I take Russian language classes? He said, knock yourself out. We have an education budget. So that's why I learned Russian. So this is a 3-element strategy coupled with that 6-ingredient recipe of my father that you put all that together, anyone can reach anything that they put their mind to. I'll give you the same guarantee my father gave me when I was 10 years old. So having said that, I hope the superintendent gives me the opportunity to come and speak to your kids because they need to hear the same message. They need to see people that look like us be successful. We need to empower them to believe que todo es posible en la vida. So I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Muchísimas gracias, muchísimas gracias.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Jose, for sharing your story. We truly appreciate that. Let's give him another round of applause. And Jose, I'll just add, I think I can relate with you to being turned down 11 times. But unfortunately, mine was in college. So thank you. And some of you might get that, some of you might not. But thank you, Jose. My name is Scott DeBerkey, and I am the proud school assistant superintendent for Team 1. And I know Team 1 is Team 1 in the house. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so as a lot of you know, I'm the newest school assistant superintendent. So I received notice the other day that I was going to come up here and talk, and that's okay. But then I received notice that I was going to choreograph a routine. And so some of you that may know me are like, oh my goodness, the man with 3 left feet. I can't dance. But just like Jose, just like a lot of people, we rise to the occasion. So I have a daughter that is a dance instructor. So we've been working all day and night. That doesn't mean I've been learning. We know we work really hard in classrooms, and sometimes we can work hard and not get results, right? So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to ask, I know a lot of you are going to want to see this routine. So go ahead and get your phones ready. Go ahead and make sure they're charged up while I get my props ready, okay? Dr. Goffey's ready. See, I even have a hard time putting on props. All right. And by the way, this chain is covered up with an Aldine logo, but it is a Dallas Cowboys chain. Let's go, Cowboys! Uh-oh. All right. Cut. I shouldn't have brought that one in. All right, DJ, I'm ready. Cut. Sorry, y'all. I'm not ready. Maybe next time, all right? I do apologize. I hear a lot of disappointment, but you know what? We may have another convocation next year. We will have another one, right? Listen, I do hope that everybody in here had an amazing time listening to our lead learner, Dr. Goffany, and Jose Hernandez. And we're ready to accelerate this school year. We can do it. So I want to leave you in understanding that just like Jose, one thing that he had to do is keep going at it and keep doing some things differently. So as we go in the classroom on August 12th and welcome the most prized scholars we have in Aldine, what I'm going to ask everybody in this building to do is treat the kids and accept them for what they have, not what they don't have. What they have is the best. The parents are bringing those kids to school with what they have, the best they have. It's our job to make sure that they make the growth that they need to do. So I'm going to challenge every person in here to ensure that we keep trying 11 times. He did it 11 times. Sometimes we have to take a child and do it 11 times, but on the 11th time, guess what? Celebrate. Celebrate. And I wish we had that DJ. We have Celebrate song that we can end with. So I'm going to leave you in saying, when you hear or read about success at another campus, it's Aldine. It's Aldine. Aldine is Aldine. And I've been in Aldine for 26 years, and I'm proud of it. And I'm going to continue to be Aldine until we get to be the best in the state and the nation. So go out there and make an Aldine impact. Thank you all. Have a great year.
Thank you for joining us at the 2024 Convocation. We hope you had a great time. Please make your way out quickly and safely to your bus and head back to your campuses. Thank you again for coming.
DJ Lero, you know what it is. Keep it spinning, boy.
Ooh, Lero.
Cash money records taking over for the
9 in the 2000s.
This back hand, make it work, spin this cash hand. This last hand, girls proud with the passion. They mad hand, you can ride in the jag hand. With that hand, you can smoke a fire bag hand. A crash hand, got money I can flash hand. And trash hand, I'm a bitch, I'm a player, yeah. Gun spray, yeah. I clear head, a flipper, yeah. Greg Billy, yeah. Like I be slinging wood, yeah. I'm out the hood, yeah. Let it be understood, yeah. It's all good, yeah. Got a gas, screaming loud, yeah. On the hard, yeah. You a school here, broad, yeah. I want to draw, yeah. Hope you can do a trick, yeah. On the stick, yeah. You claiming you want a bitch, yeah. They ain't it, yeah. I'm the daddy with the money, yeah. Don't act funny, yeah. Got birds and the money, yeah. About 100 trees. Let's get ready to rumble. Man, I got that swag. Man, I got that swag. My attitude, my bag. You know I'm popping tag. Man, I got that swag. When I serve, now I be surfing swag. I'm on the night, it's polo on my body. Got a bag girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm swag. I'm feeling like this determined on patrol. Yeah, purple by the zone. Yeah, I'm
know y'all having fun. Please dance quickly to your buses.
Work it, dip it low. Work it, dip it low. Work till you can't feel. Work till you can't feel. Work till you can't feel. Work till you can't feel.
It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my this love freak.
Some of y'all married. Somebody got y'all.
Turned up with my, turned up with my, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I got that blick. 60,000 fans came to see me do my dance. Got 1,000,001 haters, and they y'all can kiss my. Turned up with my, turned up with my, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I'm right here with me. Off a fifth of hand, getting up with my twin. Got a backwood full of top, and a bankroll full of beans. All that Twitter typing, see me and ain't do nothing. Crop top with some biker shorts, I'm showing off my moose nook. I'm feeling good today. I'm outside with your pay. Got a brown skin with dreads, and a black with waves. He gon' drop that net. He love the way I sit. Fake nails press, so high, damn the red. I keep fresh. Yeezy shirt on wet. Who won't smoke? Say what? Get that off your chest. Turned up with my, turned up with my, turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I got that blick. 60,000 fans can't see me do my dance. Got 1,000,001 haters, and they y'all can kiss my. It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no, and no, I ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my this love freak how to is that your man?
Yeah. Call the fire man, she a hot girl. Come shake some. I don't know how.
Where you at, Emily?